can't imagine how you've managed to survive all week without an intravenous dose of Computer Challenge. Guaranteed to be the most infectious game since Steve Davis learned which end of a snooker cue you're supposed to hold. In our business game, two teams battle it out to see who can end up with the most assets from an initial injection of £50,000, which they use to buy shares and sell them at exactly the right time, if they're lucky. No dice or lucky cards in this game, though. It's my tame computer that does the calculations and throws out challenges with the same random predictability as showers of rain on a day when the weather forecast said it was bound to be fine. A Concorde trip lies in store for the best players of the entire series, which will give them a chance to savour the cultural excesses of Wall Street. That tiny little alleyway in New York City where big business goes on a real-time basis. However, that's for the finals. For the moment, let's start the game. And first we'll say hello to the teams from Penglais Comprehensive, Aberystwyth, Tamsin Carnell and Alison Powell. Nice to see you both. Come along then, Alison. You must be nursing some ambition.
Well, I'd quite like to become a helicopter pilot. So,
Fine things.
yeah.
Do you drive?
I do a little.
Have you ever flown?
Once or twice.
But not in a helicopter?
No, never.
I suppose helicopters must be like cars, but upwards.
Yes.
Well, we'll find out soon. What about you, Tamsin? What would you like to do?
I'd love to go into something like merchant banking.
Really? A short-term career for some,
Very short, yeah.
but fun while it lasts?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can get the feeling of merchant banking tonight, I hope. So settle down and put on your red headphones. And facing them, two holiday tour executives, Nigel Kernick and Janice Greenaway. Another nice green garment you're wearing there, Janice. How did you start off your career?
I started actually as a Buckland's red coat in Barry
Really?
Island.
From red to green, he astutely observed. Was that fun?
It was absolutely wonderful, yes. It was a very good experience and lasted through a very good summer. Hopefully
Really?
like we're going to have now.
What was the best thing you did? The
Um,
most memorable moment?
The most memorable, I think, was the weekly donkey derby. Clients came in all shapes and sizes, and lifting 16-stone men onto small donkeys was rather hard work.
Have the RSPCA heard about this, I asked myself? What about you, Nigel? Tell me about your background.
Well, I actually started many years ago as a chef, and something which I still do an awful lot of now. So.
I like cooking in my spare time. It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I do
We'll
an awful
exchange
lot.
notes afterwards.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you have no cooking or culinary shares, but there is a food poisoning epidemic if you run foul of the computer. So settle in and put on your yellow headphones. Each team has 30 seconds to complete the round, and there are 18 rounds in the game. So as the £50,000 cash is injected into their own accounts by the computer, you have 30 seconds for the first round team starting now.
Okay. Right, shares. Yeah? No, profits. Profits. That's it.
No, you shouldn't try for shares until you've got some monthly profit income to build up those assets month by month.
Let's go wild. Yeah, do the inspector's visit. Oh. I know it's unreliable, but it's bound to crash. Don't say that.
Well, will their oil shares crash? We'll find out at the end of this round.
Stayed up, so let's follow suit and go all in oil.
All in oil.
All in oil. We'll follow suit because at the moment we're neck and neck. We're just in front. So, providing we don't crash.
You think so?
Oh no, put 600 in there. 600,000 in there.
Put most of it in there.
Yeah, 600,000 in there.
You don't want to be too risky.
600. That'll do. And across to property, and put 100.
Now let's
And
put it
put
all
the
in
lots.
there.
Put the
Put it
lots.
all in there.
Banking's little interest. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, but little interest means low risk, remember. So it's all going to hang on the final moments of this game.
Right.
They're done for us.
It's not crashed. Oh, it has. Yeah. Oh, it's not. It's
No,
just
it
something
says.
caught up with us from an earlier life.
It's the unions at us again. Bloody unions.
Oh goodness, these neck and neck games, they cause terrible havoc in the blood pressures of people behind the scenes here, you know. So, As the computer does its final profit calculations at the end of the 18th month, we have to wait to see if any of those heavy investments in oil are going to crash. Do bear in mind we call them oil. Just because one lot of oil crashes doesn't mean the other's going to. It's not quite like the real world. Now, first of all, Aberystwyth, are any of your shares due to crash at the end of the game? Oh, sniff. £525,000 wiped off. A drop in the ocean. Now they'll sell all their remaining shareholdings. And finally, that will give us the score at the end of the game. Now, the same happens to the tour executives in the yellow corner. First of all, is a crash calculated by the computer.
Yes, it is.
You guessed it.
Right, yeah, we spread it, so we might be alright. We might be alright.
We'll see. Now they'll sell their remaining shareholdings. And who's won? Hate this moment, it's absolutely bad. And £500,000 to Penglais, and congratulations, £750,000 and a little bit more to the tour operator executives in the yellow corner, who are the winners this week. Very well done. You can take those hot things off now if you like. Do you know those last minute heavy investments? They're absolute nail-biting stuff. Right, we'll have a look at the leaderboard at the end of this week's game, and let me ask you to cast your mind forward 7 days to the dot to next week's computer challenge. Until then, from us all here, goodbye.
The home computer version of the business game is now available for the BBC Model B. Send £6.95 to Computer Challenge, BBC Broadcasting House, Llandaff, Cardiff CF5 2YQ, stating whether you require floppy disk or cassette tape.